Good afternoon. We are always moving today. We travel constantly for work, shopping, exercise, and everything else, but we rely so much on transportation. I decided to study which cars get the best gas mileage on the highway. In other words, which one are the most fuel efficient. Since I live in Miami and use the highway all the time for my errands, I realized that many cars are likely more efficient on the highway than mine. This thought led me to look at data for many different vehicles. My goal was to use this information to find out which car have the lowest and the highest highway mileage ratings. I studied a small collection of data that lists details about different cars. The information includes things like the brand, model, engine type, how much you get when driving in the city, and others. The data set has 20 records, and by creating a data exploration, I learned key things about fuel efficiency, which helped me figure out which car would be the best choice for me, especially when it came to getting the most miles out of the tank on the highway. This collection of data opens the door to a wide range of interesting and practical automated questions. For example, we can use the figures to thoroughly examine whether a car's sheer engine power has a direct and measurable effect on how efficiently it uses gas during a stop and go city driving. We can also look at specific manufacturers to pinpoint exactly which model year provided the engine with the most torque. And this is being the twisting force that gives the car its initial kick and towing ability. Furthermore, we can dig into the engine's design by assessing whether its physical size plays a major role in determining the final highway gas mileage. Here, the included pie chart visually summarizes the average highway mileage for every car brand in the dataset. This visualization serves as an essential initial filter for anyone starting their vehicle search. By immediately presenting the data as slices of the whole, the pie chart makes it incredibly easy at a glance to see which brands dominate the landscape of fuel efficiency. The larger the slice, the better the highway mileage for that manufacturer. This allows you to quickly spot the highest performing brands and instantly ignore those with noticeably smaller slices and lower average efficiency. Because the chart provides such an immediate, broad overview, it saves considerable time and effort, allowing you to focus your attention and your research on only the most fuel-conscious brands and narrow down your potential choices right away. The decision tree analysis yielded critical insights by clearly identifying the specific variables with the strongest connection to the target variable, that being the highway mileage. This analytical approach offered two practical advantages. First, it provided the ability to filter and isolate individual car makes for detailed review, moving beyond generic brand-wide averages. And second, it illuminated the combined influence of both torque and city mileage on a vehicle's final highway performance. Through this data, I was able to establish a precise operational threshold. Any engine exhibiting a torque rating greater than 278 was shown to precipitate a significant mileage drop, consistently delivering less than 14 miles per gallon. In conclusion, I found that when it comes to highway driving, Chevy and Ford usually get the lowest gas mileage. This is generally because of the things like the size of their engine and how much power, being horsepower, they have. On the flip side, Toyota cars tend to have the highest highway mileage overall. There are two simple tips that I would give to help choose the most fuel efficient car. The first thing is to not settle for low miles per gallon. If the car you like doesn't get good highway mileage, look at other brands that are similar in sizes and features but offer much better highway miles per gallon. And the next thing is to check both the city and the highway mileage. You need to decide where you drive most often, in the city or on the highway. Some cars are great on the highway but terrible in the city, and vice versa. Matching the car straight to your daily commute will help you make a smarter choice. This is the conclusion to my analysis, and I hope you guys enjoy.